All right, Fish, thanks very much for that update. And as we get another picture here from Chopper 4, you can see really from this vantage point just how much land has burned already. This is, as we're reporting, a marshy area in western Fond du Lac County. We're northwest of Waupun and a little bit south of Ripon. Very rural. We have not seen any immediate threat to homes or to farm buildings in that area, nor to people. This fire was first reported at 10:30. It's running between County Road M and County Road TC. Again, at one point, dispatchers did report the fire was out of control, but we don't know whether that's still the case. We have seen fire personnel on scene. In fact, our Mark Waz up in Chopper 4, our photojournalist, reported having seen crews setting up at what appear to be natural break points or even some of the rural highways there, hoping to make sure that when the fire gets there that it doesn't jump the highway, looking to attack it at that point. It's not like you're going to see firefighters charging into these marshy areas and trying to somehow put this blaze out. They try to attack it at a natural point. I want to go to the phones right now as we keep these live pictures up from Chopper 4. Mark Strand is Chief Deputy up in Fond du Lac County with the Sheriff's Office there. And Deputy Strand, really appreciate your being with us today. Can you tell us what your office is doing in terms of this? Do you try to keep people off of these highways that are near it, or what is your involvement?
Well, we have a couple deputies in that area with the fire departments pull box alarms. They got 3 different box alarms they pull for all sorts of different departments out there for water and manpower. But they're talking about shutting down the highway because, of course, with all the smoke and things, you can't really travel it too safely. And plus, we've got a lot of apparatus out there, so that's probably the best thing to do. But the fire department's trying to get a whole handle on this. It started out as a person burning some things on his property, and it got out of hand. And he called right away that things that got out of control, and there's large cattails, and you can see that it spreads pretty fast. And the fire department's got their work cut out for them to try to get that thing under control and try to put down a barrier and maybe get it burning to a certain point. But you can see where it, obviously it's probably a pretty large area. Now that would be probably a mile or mile and a half west of 26, and it would be between Waupun and Brandon. It's quite a bit north of Waupun, but.
And when you talked about shutting down one of the highways, are you talking 49 in that area? I'm trying to get a.
No, it would be TC. It used to be 103.
Sure, okay.
It's called County Trunk TC now, and it's actually west of 26.
We're talking with Mark Strand, he is Chief Deputy up in Fond du Lac County with the Sheriff's Office there. Can you give us, it's obvious from the pictures, I guess, that we're not talking about a lot of farm buildings in these areas or homes that are threatened, but give us an idea of the lay of the land there.
Well, it is pretty rural, and of course there aren't any. In fact, when the individual called 911 and said he's out of control, there weren't any houses in the immediate area. The cattails, once they start going, they should start. It shouldn't be any houses near that area, and if it is, that's exactly where the fire department would first try to salvage anything, if in fact it gets anywhere close to anything. But you can see where once those cattails start going, it can go pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's not like we're going to see firefighters, running out and trying to confront this in a lot of spaces. These things are not rare. This happens a lot out by you in the spring, I imagine. And generally these things take care of themselves with a little bit of protection at the certain break lines.
That's correct, but again, things things got dry pretty fast.
Sure.
And this just goes to show you that you try to do the a little bit on your own, and things can get out of hand real fast. So this turned into obviously quite an incident now.
Chief Deputy Mark Strand with the Fond du Lac County Sheriff's Office. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time, and hope everybody stays safe out there.
Okay, you have a good weekend.
You too. And it'll get much better out there in Fond du Lac County and all over southeast Wisconsin, as Michael Fish is predicting a lot of rain this weekend, 2 to 3 inches even of rain before we're all done. Is that about right, Fish? 2 to 3 inches is what you were saying?
Right now.